讯回来，再来看其他方面的消息。一位曾经在俄亥俄州一间学校任职的工作人员日前成立了一个专门扶持学生午餐的项目。他说，在自己任职期间，他见到了许多孩子因为没钱买热的午餐盘，只能吃营养不充足的冷三明治，感到非常痛心。现在他发起了专门针对这些贫困学生的午餐计划，希望更多人能加入进来，帮助更多学生健康成长。
Jan Williams started in food service as a line worker. She says the policy where she worked said if kids couldn't pay, workers had to take their lunches away.
I couldn't do that, so a lot of times I would just reach into my own pocket. I would pay for their lunch. Most of the other employees that I worked with would do the same.
Now, as food service director for Louisville City Schools, Williams wanted to find a solution. That led to the idea of the Full Belly account.
I wanted to create something that I didn't have to ask them to do that. I didn't want to have to ask them to do it, and they didn't want to do it either.
Before, when kids would come through the lunch line, they'd bring their tray up to the front and then type in their account number on a keypad. If they didn't have enough money in their account, they'd be given an alternate lunch. But now, with the Full Belly program, they're given the same lunch as everyone else.
I have a problem with alternate lunches because, that just kind of screams I don't have any money. Everybody sees they've got a cheese sandwich, so it can be embarrassing.
When the district posted on Facebook about this program and let people know they could donate, some people responded with stories about kids being embarrassed. Williams says that's why they're doing this, so that doesn't happen to any other child.
If the parents a couple days later put money in, we can always charge it right back to that parent's account. So that we're really only using it for those that are really in need. But it's a stopgap to prevent anybody from not getting a lunch.
At Louisville Elementary, which serves K-5 students, workers are no longer giving alternate lunches.
My ladies can just give them their lunch. They can move on with their day. They don't even have to be told that we've used it.
They're working to do that for middle and high schoolers too, as the Full Belly account continues to receive donations from the community.
Can't imagine being in that position, wondering if you have enough money in your account, and then getting to the end and just having those questions.
Assistant Principal Matthew Stanley says this takes the burden off the kids.
Kids can't learn at their best unless they're well fed and hydrated and rested.
And adults at the school can address the issue with parents.
It's all done behind the scenes and the kids don't even realize it's happening. They're just getting a lunch so that they can fill their bellies, so that they can learn for the day.
Letting the kids focus on what's important. In Louisville, Olivia Fecteau, News 5.
现在距离新西兰怀特岛火山爆发已经过去了4天。据了解，火山爆发当时岛上有大约47人，目前其中8人被确认死亡，另外有8人失踪。调查人员认为他们已经遇难，但搜寻行动仍然在进行之中。其中一名飞行员的身影引发了关注。这名英雄飞行员接受了采访，讲述了自己自愿加入救援任务的经历，期望能够拯救更多生命。
We're about to get our first up-close look at White Island, the active volcano that erupted on Monday, killing a number of people. Many of them are still missing on the island right now. And this helicopter is flown by pilots who actually went to the island after the eruption. It was called the Rogue Rescue. They didn't have permission, they didn't have authorization, but they went to the island anyway, risking their lives in dangerous conditions, and they saved lives that day.
If you guys hadn't gone out there, what do you think would have happened?
Oh, none of them would have lived.
They would have all died.
Yeah, I'm confident about that.
Mark Law was the lead pilot on that dangerous rescue mission to White Island just moments after Monday's eruption. Flying over the volcanic crater, ash still billowing, he saw people desperately in need of help.
The people who are horrendously burned, their face was all covered in dust and their mouths were just full of dirt. You could just tell they were in incredible pain.
This is going to be a really powerful moment for us because it's the first time we actually see White Island up close since this horrific tragedy, and to know that there are still people who are there and the conditions are too dangerous to go and retrieve their bodies. Don't really know what to expect. My first thought as we approach White Island, how striking, how beautiful. Soon, I remember all the people lying there, somewhere beneath that billowing plume of white smoke, rescuers still unable to reach their bodies. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's gutting. We were going back to get the folks that had passed, and we could have done it, and we wouldn't have to, wait and worry and wonder. It's gutting.
It's got to be frustrating.
That's really frustrating.
You want to get back out there.
Yeah, we do.
But will they ever be able to go back? Should they go back? This area's livelihood depends on White Island tourism. Thousands visit each year, around a century without a single death. That doesn't change what happened. It doesn't change the fact that so many people will never go home. Will Ripley, CNN, Whakatane, New Zealand.
假日季到来，人们普遍选择在网上购买更多商品，而对于大部分民众来说，这些包裹都会在他们白天工作的时间被留在公寓的走廊里或者房间的门前、院子里。这些地方有时候会缺乏管理，而一些不法分子就会利用这一时机偷走商品。如何能够有效地避免这种情况？专家给出了一些建议。
The holidays are a prime season for criminals as more of us shop for our holiday gifts online. This year, the Postal Service projects 800 million package deliveries between Thanksgiving and New Year's Eve. And according to transportation experts, 15% of all deliveries in urban areas fail to reach customers on the first attempt due to package theft or other issues. Because of that, a growing number of online retailers are offering in-store pickup or ship-to-store options. If you still have online gifts headed to your doorstep, follow these steps to make sure strangers don't walk up to the front door and walk off with your merchandise. Number 1, sign up for delivery updates. The UPS My Choice program sends you updates and drop-off times to keep packages from sitting outside. Number 2, redirect packages to your office instead of your home address. Just make sure your employer is okay with that. Number 3, pick it up at a facility. Even if your packages don't need a signature, you can request they get held at the facility so they don't get left on your stoop. Number 4, pick it up instead. Amazon Locker Delivery, Package Concierge, and UPS Access Point all allow packages to be sent to a secure location. Also, many retailers offer free shipping directly to a nearby store where you can pick up your items. For Consumer Watch, I'm Meredith Wood.
再来看娱乐方面的消息。本周，美国国家电影保护局依照每年的惯例，选出了25部国产影片，将其纳入美国国会图书馆加以保存，并作为国宝级的文化作品流传后世。今年的最大特点在于，所有25部入选的影片中，有高达7部出自女性导演之手，比例为历年来最高。
Purple Rain is going to the Library of Congress. It's one of this year's 25 movies selected for the National Film Registry. Kevin Smith's Clerks received the most public votes this year. Milos Forman's Amadeus also made the list, as did Kimberly Pierce's Boys Don't Cry, one of 7 picks this year directed by women. That's the most in a single year since the registry began in 1989. Warner Brothers has announced dates for 2 long-discussed movies. Keanu Reeves is set to return in the 4th Matrix movie, now slated for theaters on May 21st, 2021. And we may yet see Ezra Miller in his own film. Warner Brothers says The Flash will be released July 1st, 2022. Miller played the super speedy hero in 2017's Justice League.
뭐야, 소독해? 창문 닫아. 나도 봐. 공짜로 집안에 소독도 하고.
A big nomination for Parasite. The South Korean movie is up for Best Ensemble at the SAG Awards, just the second foreign language film to receive such a nomination in the award's 26-year history. The first, Life is Beautiful, which went on to win the Oscar for Best Foreign Language Film. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
接下来，请关注汉天生活报道。